Hello, welcome to Bored and Confused, where I review shows based on two criteria. One, was I bored? Two, was I confused? Today's show is John Proctor is the villain. Now, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me with this channel. Now, I went into this play not knowing anything about it. It is 1 hour, 45 minutes. It is a play that is written by Kimberly Bellflower, and this is her first time having a play on Broadway. She was commissioned to write this in 2018. It played at 3 different universities as she developed it, and then it had its premiere in 2022 in Washington, D.C. at the Studio Theater. And then in 2024, it played in Boston at the Huntington Theater, and now it is on Broadway. What is this play about? Well, it is set in a rural Georgia town in the year 2018, and it centers around these high school juniors in their English class where they're reading The Crucible. And their interpretation of The Crucible is used to address things that are going on in the world at large, such as the Me Too movement, as well as things in their lives, the first love, sexual awakening, being Christian, being a feminist. One of the girls is trying to start a feminism club in reaction to the Me Too movement. And so all of this is kind of filtered through their studying of The Crucible. So I'll go ahead and tell you, I loved this play. I really, really enjoyed it. It's just one act, 1 hour, 45 minutes. But was I bored? Was I confused? No, not bored, not confused. I do have some thoughts that we'll get into, but if that's all you need to go see it. It's great. So what makes this so great is this is such a great ensemble piece. It's listing Sadie Sink, who I don't know who that is, but she's listed at the top, like she's the main character, and all of the characters are important in this show. She plays the pivotal character that everyone's talking about, and then when she shows up, everyone's like, oh my God, she's here, she's back. But every single role in this play is important, and they're cast perfectly, they're being executed so perfectly. If there was a Tony Award for Best Ensemble, this should win. The play is very dramatic, it's very funny. Kimberly is great at writing for these teenage girls' voices. I love how sometimes the dialogue just goes off into random places where just one girl goes, oh, I love the fish with the skeletons outside their face in the ocean. You know, they say these random things that I go, that seems very true to life of how these teenage juniors would talk. The direction is great. It feels very organic. I really feel like the show is just firing on all levels. Love the set design, love the costumes. I want to give a shout out to, all of these actors are great, but I really want to give a shout out to Fina Straza, who plays Beth Powell. She is this very awkward teenage girl who's an overachiever but doubts herself. She just was delightful, funny, heartbreaking. I was scared for her. I wanted her to be empowered. Just loved her portrayal. But everyone was great. I also loved Morgan Scott was great in her role. Amalia Yu is fantastic. And everyone. I should just say all their names. Sadie Sink is great. Maggie Kuntz. Molly Griggs, Gabriel Ebert, Nihar Duvuri. All right, so I've said all these great positive things. I want you to go see this play. I really think you should go. I actually went and saw it twice because I wanted to see it again. It was so good. But so some criticisms. I don't have many, but I don't want to give away any spoilers. But there is a little bit of plot contrivance in the show because we need to get certain characters into the same room as we get towards the end of the play. And I was thinking watching the play, I was like, there is no way in hell that after all this went down that they would allow these 2 people to be in the same room. But, so there's a little bit of contrivance where an excuse is made for it. But as an audience, we really want to have that dramatic final scene, so we want them to be in the same room together. So we go, okay, I'll buy it. I'm on board with it. And I went on board with it. But it was in the back of my mind. It was like, would that really happen? And I felt that there was a little heavy-handedness. The character of Lee, who's the boyfriend of Raylyn, one of these girls, they broke up and he's trying to get back with her. He is painted as such a bad guy. And I felt with this, just a little bit goes a long way. It's already in the text. The things he says, you just know, we're a smart audience. We know he's not a good guy. He doesn't have to assault her for us to know that she needs to stay away from him. So I thought that was a little heavy-handed with his character. And accusations are levied at some of the people in power in this play. And as an audience, we just went, oh, that person's guilty. That person's guilty as hell. And I wish there was just a little more doubt in the audience's mind. There's doubt in some of the characters' minds on the stage. So I kind of wish that we could have fed into that doubt a little more so that we didn't quite know who to believe. Because I think part of the whole Me Too movement is, it's believe women, but then we've got the Crucible, which is don't believe women because these girls are making up lies. So I wished we could have bridged that a little better where we didn't know whether to believe them or not. That's my wish. But look, all of my criticisms are only because I think this is a beautiful cake and I just think the icing could be finessed a little bit. That was a weird metaphor. It is really a good play. Oh, so tickets, they have rush tickets, they have lottery, and they have a general lottery where you can just show up, which I think is $40. They also sell standing room if it's sold out. So I saw the show from standing room, which was great. It's only an hour 45 minutes, and I preferred that to, there are some obscured view shows, which I think are the rush tickets, that are all the way to the side of the theater. Now, the Booth Theater is a very small theater, and there really aren't really bad seats, but if you do want to go with the rush tickets, I would get them on the right side. The reason is, on the left side, there's a couch that the girls sit on, and I feel like if you were sitting all the way to the left, you wouldn't always be able to see the reactions of the girls sitting on the couch. Whereas on the right side, it's the entrance to the classroom. So even though some scenes do take place by the door there, usually people are moving. They're moving into the space. So I feel like if you were sitting on the far right on a rush ticket, I don't think you would miss anything. If anybody got the rush tickets for this, please let me know if the partial view seats were a problem. But I love the Booth Theater. It's a very small theater. It's not too wide. The set is also designed in a way that it narrows as it goes back so that the sight lines aren't bad. I think this play is directed wonderfully. I think it's cast wonderfully. I think it's acted wonderfully. I think it's written wonderfully. I think it is a great play. And I'm going to say it now. I think Straza, Fina Straza, I think she should be nominated for Best Actress role. I mean, a lot of them could be nominated, but especially her. All right, so run out and get your ticket to John Proctor is the Villain. Check out the play. I hope I didn't give any spoilers in this because there are some revelations in the play. Come back and be careful not to give any spoilers for people who haven't seen it. And let me know what you thought. Let me know if you liked it as much as I did. All right, see you next one.